Hello and welcome to my stream. And this is going to be a continuation for our Chapter 1 remakes. And this is Chapter 1, Episode 3, and it's gonna be part number 2. Now, I had already saved it after completing a battle, and what we're going to do is go ahead and load our save. And I saved it right after unlocking a few quests. So what we're gonna do is load it and go ahead and start with some of these new quests that we have not received yet. Alright. So let me go ahead and find one of our first quest givers. Right here we have Canel. Larock, have you noticed how the monsters have been attacking more aggressively lately? Not only do they arrive in greater numbers, but their troops are more powerful too. It really seems we've caught the Dragon Lord's attention. We can't just sit here twiddling our thumbs while he builds up his army, Larock. We need to ready the strongest weapons and armor we can and meet the Dragon Lord's forces head on. That's why we need to fit out a special room to store these arms, so that way we can draw them at a moment's notice. I know. If you put some ornamental armor and ornamental swords in the dressing room, we could use it as an armory. Please, Larock, turn our dressing room into an armory. We need to be ready for battle at any time. Wow! This armory is exactly how I imagined it. Thank you so much. Now we'll be able to equip ourselves with stronger weapons than ever before. But still, I can't help wondering, why weren't Cantlin's guards able to keep the city safe? From what I've heard, there was even supposed to be a giant, friendly golem guarding the town gates. And what's more, the city was very heavily fortified. Its walls should have been able to withstand almost any attack. For Cantlin to have fallen, they must have been attacked by an absolutely overwhelming army. Unless the attack came from within the city walls. Oh, sorry, Larock. I'm sure you have far more important things to do than listen to me wittering on. Thanks again. Alright, that's first quest complete. Just give me one moment. Alright, I just needed to check to make sure there was something set properly on my headset real quick. Alright, and now we're gonna go ahead and talk to our next quest giver. Because we ended up completing that quest, just starting the other one. Let's see, we have Magnus. Seems like the rate your city's expanding's got them monsters in a bit of a panic. The Dragon Lords had the whole of Alefgard by the short and curlies for hundreds of years now. Oh, my bad. Larock, if you're gonna clear that darkness from the sky, you're gonna have to be quick about it. I reckon it's time you started preparing to take on the boss of the monsters. The secret of making a furnace, the ultimate in smithing equipment, has been handed down in my family for generations. If we had one of them, we could smelt steel and shape it into fiercely powerful weapons and armor. I'll show you how to build the thing, but the actual building I'll leave up to you, alright? Alright, we learned how to make a furnace. It is a crafting station. A massive metal chamber so hot it can melt the hardest metals. Can be used to build orcalium armor items and weapons. Cool. Let's go ahead and build one of them near furnaces. We need one forge. We got just enough coal. So let's steal our furnace right here. Or forge. Boom. Oh, we completed a quest too. Oosh. Ah, I see you finished your improvements to the workshop. It doesn't look half bad. Yes, I think it is much more conducive to my style of work. I dare say the town might benefit if you put your forge in the workshop too. Look, Larock, I can't deny all these tools are useful, nor can I deny that living with your friends isn't entirely intolerable. But there are more important things at stake. I realize I am repeating myself here, but I insist that you exercise caution. If your building works draws the attentions of the monsters, they will destroy you. However much Rolo may try to tempt you, you must not expand this town any further. Should your hubris get the better of you, it will summon forth a force beyond reckoning. The very same monstrosity that laid waste to Cantlin once before, the Golem. Alright, well, we completed LaRouche's quest. Now let's build our furnace. And we have crafted a furnace and completed Magnus's quest too. Not too bad. Let's talk to him. Magnus. Nice work, Larock. Now we can make some properly tasty weapons. With a furnace, you can smelt steel, and steel weapons are a fair sight stronger than what you've been using so far. Just like the weapons they had back then. You've been to the castle out behind the Hammerhoods village, haven't you, Larock? I've heard that one of my ancestors holed himself up in that fortress after Cantlin fell. But the people living there turned on each other and started arguing amongst themselves. They all started to suspect one another of everything under the sun, and in the end, they drew their weapons. Well, what'd you think about that golem who was watching over them thought of all of that, eh? I wouldn't be too surprised if he was still around here somewhere, watching over Cantlin even now. If it was him who destroyed this place, I can't help thinking he might have a pretty good reason. But anyway, good work, Larock. Now go and make yourself some decent equipment. and teach them monsters not to mess with us. And we got 5 coal for that reward. And we can go ahead and grab that new furnace out of our inventory. And let's try to set this down here. Throw some of this stuff in the bank though. Where's our furnace at? Furnace, furnace, furnace. There's our furnace. See if we can't fit any of the rest of this in there. No, no. It's gonna go in the second tab. Alrighty. There we go. All cleaned up better. And let's set down our new furnace. Alright, the stonemason studio turns into a blacksmith studio. Just like before. So we got our blacksmith studio back. And an upgrade to our forge into a furnace. Let's see, we can make glass. Steel is our new item. Let's make 1 glass. Alright, there's 1 thing of glass, and that taught us how to make a dressing table. And it's a dainty dresser with a mirror made to aid you in applying your makeup. And we learned how to make a window. A window made from sticks and some strange see-through stuff. Alright, and let's go ahead and try to make some of these new steel ingots. We got enough to make 2 sets, should make us 10 steel ingots. Alright, and that taught us how to make a steel broadsword, which is a weighty weapon with a sharp steel blade, and it has an attack of plus 35. It also taught us a warhammer, which is a tool, and it is a steel sledgehammer so heavy that only the strongest soldiers can hold it. It has a plus 37 attack and can break very hard blocks. And we also learned steel shield. It's a shield, and it's a strong shield shaped from a single sheet of steel. Plus 10 defense. And we also learned how to make a barricade. Alright, it's a decoration and a steel-bound stockade designed to defend against marauding monsters. Alright, so we learned quite a bit off of that one steel ignite craft. Alright, let's see if we can't make some of these. Definitely gonna try to make a warhammer. That's gonna be 2 steel ignites and 3 scorpion horns. There we go. Let's make 1 of them. And what do we need? 1 steel ignite and 1 wood for the steel shield. Alright. And let's try to do the steel broadsword. It just needs 1 steel ignite. So, alright. Well, we got all 3 of the weapons made. And we've already got iron armor on. We should be good for that. And let's go ahead and put this stuff on and see what other quests we can get. So let me remove these sledgehammers. And we're going to equip that warhammer. Remove the iron shield and put on the steel shield. And put on this steel broadsword in place of the iron broadsword. Alright, and that should be good. Tidy up. There we go. Alright, now we have all of that done. Let's see what quests we can get. We got 1 over here, and it looks like it is our friend LaRouche. Huh. You've gone and done it again, haven't you, Lerock? Building that furnace? How many times do I have to tell you? Should you keep this up, the monsters will bring their full force to bear on us. And I don't just mean any old monsters. Should mankind grow too powerful, that ruinous beast will return to make short work of us all. In fact, I fear he may already be on his way. Lerock, do you think you could do me a favor? I've drawn up plans for a watchtower that will let us keep watch over a far greater distance. I'd like you to build it just as I've designed. I'm sure that's well within the abilities of a builder like you, but please hurry. We may not have much time. Alright, we obtained the watchtower blueprints, and apparently he wants us to build a watchtower. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock this stuff down right here and put the watchtower right here where all the monsters come in and attack and bring. We can get rid of the sign too. Alright. And the flowers. So let's take this blueprint and we're gonna put the watchtower right here in the center. Okay. Let me grab some dirt out. We need some earth. We only needed one earth there. And one earth there. The next one is going to be there. Okay. So there. Oh, not there. There and there, and one more again. There we go. Okay, that's all the dirt. Now what do we need? We need 1 brazier, 4 stone steps, and 4 ivy. I don't know if I have another brazier made, but I can probably make one. We got the ivy. Let's take out 4 ivy. Alright, there's our ivy, and we got plenty of stone steps. We need 4. 4 stone steps. Alright, so we got 4 stone steps and some ivy. Let me go ahead and so let's go ahead and put the steps down here. No, not right there. Step there, step there, step there, and step there. And then we need ivy. There, and there. Alright, there's the watchtower. We just need to go ahead and make a brazier. for the top. Alrighty, there it is. And let's go ahead and complete our watchtower. And it goes right there. Alright, Larock completes the watchtower blueprint, and that should be a quest completed. Yep, there he is right there. Let me throw some of this stuff in my bags. Ah, Larock, you finally finished the watchtower. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. What? Am I going to keep watch? I should think so. I'd want to be the first to know if that fiend were on its way. Has Magnus told you how it was the golem who used to guard Cantlin that ultimately destroyed the city? If Cantlin and its people should rise again, the golem is sure to come back and finish the job. I've been told that story ever since I was a boy. Rollo told you what he read in the Cantlin Chronicle, did he not? The only way this land can truly be freed from the darkness is by defeating the monster who rules all the others. Make no mistake, Larock. This ruler is none other than Cantlin's former guardian, the gigantic golem. We don't know when it's going to strike, but when it does, we humans won't stand a chance. Take it from me, Larock. You should be prepared to flee at any moment. Alright, we completed that quest and unlocked one for Mr. Rollo. Rollo. What's the matter, Larock? That's an awfully frowny face you're wearing. Has LaRouche been filling your head with stories of doom and destruction again? Pay no attention to that grouchy gloommonger. You're not dead yet, my boy. And what's more, I've deciphered another chapter of the Cantlin Chronicle. It describes a staggeringly strong defensive structure that uses those evil idols you recovered. It's known as the Steel Stockade, and it will make our town nigh impossible for the monsters to breach. Here, Larock, take this blueprint and build the steel stockade it depicts. Obviously, you'll want to build it on the west side of the city. You might need to knock down the old defenses to make space. I don't know how you'll build the steel doors that form the stockade's centerpiece, but I'm sure you'll be able to work something out. Alright, we obtained a steel stockade blueprint. And we learned something new. Steel doors. It's a massive double doors made solely out of steel. Alright. So we got a new defense plan. The steel stockade. And we'll have to tear down our old defenses and our watchtower to go ahead and construct this big defense. Unless I tear down this side of the city. Or I could do partial on here and still keep part of that stockade. Yeah, I could do that. I'd have to take off. Actually, to do that, I would have to actually still end up taking out the tower. So I might as well just take them out, both out anyways. Okay. Well. I guess turn it all down is what we're gonna have to do. Here we go. I'll keep part of the watchtower, but not the whole thing. And we'll keep this other part down here at the end. Alright, now we should be able to build it. Alright. Let's say here. We go into right here. Quit going forward. And have to go over one more than that. Move out of my way, wall. Here. I'll fix that problem. Don't get in my way, wall. Alright. We are going to put it right there. There's where it needs to go. And I need to tear down 1, 2, 3 parts before it'll let me put it down. So 1, 2, 3. There you go. Now it should let us put down our steel stockade. And we can start its construction. Alright. Well, we're gonna need a lot of stone. And a lot of, what is those, stone traps? Spike traps. A steel door and our evil idols. Alright, let's do cladding for the rest. Hold on. Let me do this. Alright, it's gonna go 2, 3, and then 4. On both sides, it looks like. Yep. So 2, 3, and then 4. Yep. Alright, and it's gonna come right there. Let's see. Let me go over here. Let me just do this for right now. So it's gonna have to go above those steel doors. There you go. That's 4, 4, 4. Yep, this whole top part's gonna be 4 high. And this is gonna be 3 high and 2. Alright, so that's the whole top part of it. But it is still missing one piece right there. There we go. So that should be all of the stone blocks. We need 10 of those barricades. 24 of those spikes traps and 2 sconces with our steel door. So here's some of the spike traps right here. Alright, there's some of those spike traps. Do I have any of the the sconces? No, I'll have to make some. Let's go over here. There's some spike traps. What do I need for the steel barricades? Steel ingots. Required 3 and wood. So what do I need for some steel ingots? I need to go farm some more iron and coal. Let's see. And what do I need for the sconces? I need 2 of them. 2 copper. There's copper and copper. Alright. We also need the door. What do we need for the door? Steel doors. We need sticks. Okay, we're gonna need a lot more iron and coal. Apparently. Alright, there's it for the pieces that I have. I do need to use the cladding though. Alright, that turned all of our earth into stone. So we got the stone wall part done. We need the barricades, steel doors, and the evil idols, which we've got the idols, so we need steel and barricades, so lots of iron and coal. Alright. Let me go ahead and throw this stuff in the bank and we will go get some iron and coal. Alright, let's go ahead and farm some iron and coal. that iron and coal. There should be plenty of mountains with it in it. I know I always seen plenty of iron. Coal is the one I'm wondering about. It's stone. Alright, we've got some iron over here. And then some ghosts trying to bug me while I'm mining. There we go. Alright, there's some more iron. Some more iron. I hope there's some coal in here too somewhere. Found plenty of iron though. That's 38 iron so far. Aha, there's some coal. That's copper right there, isn't it? Yep. Alright, let's check these over here real quick, because I know we're going to need more than 2 coal. That's a lot of iron there. There's some copper down here. Any coal? Don't see any coal yet. Hey, that's silver, isn't it? Nope. Yep. Looks like it. Alright, I think I have plenty of iron right now. I'm going to go to the other portal where it has more abundance of coal. Actually, never mind. There's some coal on the mountain right over there. I can see it. first block of chalk. There's some ruby. Alright, that put us at 26 coal. I'm gonna get this silver. Oh wow, did my warhammer already break? Yep, looks like it. There's a good vein of coal. Oop, I think I dug all the way into the water there, bud. Alright, we got all of the coal we should need for right now. We got 68. So let's go ahead and use our shimmerer to get back. go ahead and build that stockade. Steel doors, we need more steel ingots. And I need more iron ingots to make those steel ingots. Alright, there's some steel ingots. Make a few of these. Make one more set of those, just in case. Alright, we need 10 barricades. And one steel door. Alright, we got our steel door and our 10 barricades, so we should be good to go. I will have to tear this down though. Hey. What you hit me for, Mr. Skeleton? Alright, let's go ahead and put these down. Do the barricades first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get them out of my inventory. That, put them out, and that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put the doors. There's the doors. Tear that down. So I can pull out those evil idols and put them in the right facing direction. Alright. 2 evil idols. There's one. There's 2. Alright, now I need to put that back. And 2 more on this side. Okay, there it goes. We have completed the steel stockade. What a defense. Marvelous work. By my bold and beautiful brow, you've completed the steel stockade. Now our city is safe from any attack. 3 cheers for Larock. Hip hip. What? Is the stockade truly strong enough to keep the golem at bay? Don't you remember, Larock? The golem was on our side. It watched over the people of Cantlin and protected them from harm. I don't know what LaRouche is trying to convince you of, but there's no way that golem would ever harm us. Besides, it's unthinkable that a creature who once served mankind would become the leader of the monster's forces. There's simply no basis to this silly story of his. He's doing nothing but stirring up unrest. It's people like LaRouche who hold back a city's progress, you know. We might have to do something about him. But anyway, good work, Larock. Our new defenses are second to none. Wow. Alright, we got a seed of life. And a new quest. Larock, my boy, our city is growing by the day. Some sort of decisive battle with the monsters must be brewing, don't you think? Now that we've finished construction of the steel stockade, our defenses are nigh impregnable. Or are they? I must say, I'm not quite satisfied. Our fortifications could be a great deal stronger than they are now. Which brings me to my request. I think it's time you put a little bit more work into this city. A few more rooms would be sorely overdue addition to our town, my boy. We could also do with overhauling our defenses to better fend off the monsters' increasingly fierce assaults. I won't bore you with the particulars. You're the builder after all. Just improve our town however you see fit. By my flaring nostrils. Marvelous work, Larock. Our city is growing ever greater, and so are you. Now listen closely, my boy. I have big news. Within the Cantland Chronicle, I have found a description of the biggest and boldest defensive structure ever invented. It's called the Cantland Shield. And if that isn't a majestic and awe-inspiring name, I don't know what is. If we had one of those, we could protect our home against anything. I'd even go so far as to say we can consider the reconstruction of Cantland complete. However, while the Cantland Chronicle describes the shield's function and appearance, the details of how to build it are sadly lacking. As it stands, we simply won't be able to make the thing. But there is still hope. I can offer you a few clues as to its construction, but they're sure to stir some ingenious ideas in that builder's brain of yours. I know that one day you will unravel the secret of how to build the Cantland Shield. Alright, and we got 3 steel ingots. And we unlocked a battle. So let's go ahead and fight the battle. There's no other quests. We'll just go ahead and fight the battle. By my straining shoulders, Larock, the monsters are preparing another assault. As I suspected, they see our town growing ever greater and become more daring and desperate in their attempts to stop it. However, we're not yet ready to take on their leader. We must drive these monsters back to buy some more time. Larock, my boy, are you ready for combat? Yeah, I sure am, Rolo. I'm gonna stand at the top of this wind steel stockade and watch them try to get to me. It's gonna be a really tough battle here. I don't know how I'll ever get through it. This is some hard work, man. What's the matter, dude? You can't break it either? Are you having difficulties? It looks like it because I don't think you're fireproof. Yeah, I want to have some fun, so I'm going to go ahead and jump behind him on this one. Aha! And you still miss me, dude. Bye-bye. Ooh, they dropped one of those scorpion horns over there at the gate for us. Hey, the rock obtains a green teleportal. Alright. Well, being we've unlocked our new teleportal to a new land, we are going to go ahead and call that the end of this episode. And I will go ahead and continue with the Chapter 1, Episode 4. And it's going to be Episode 4, Part 1 for our next stream. And I will most likely go ahead and start that stream. It'll be anywhere between probably anywhere from 5 to I should announce it on my channel. It'll be between 5 or any time between 5 and 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. It depends on how long I sleep. So, alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save it and not talk to our new villagers. So we have all of that to do in the beginning of our next episode. Chapter 1, Episode 4, Part 1. Thank you for watching, and you all have a great day.